Feels like it's always overcast whenever we come to Texas Motor Speedway. Have we ever come here and it's been like perfectly sunny? I honestly don't think we ever have. It's chilly. We are here in North Texas today at Texas Motor Speedway, No Limits Texas, the Great American Speedway, the Wild Asphalt Circus, whatever other nickname this track has. I don't know, I think I got them all. You can see on the sign, no coolers. We are still in a pandemic, so not your typical NASCAR race. Definitely not as much fanfare around it as usual. So we have masks out and ready. Gonna take you guys around the track, see what there's to see outside of the track, because it's been a few months since I've been to any NASCAR Cup Series race, see what may have changed between the Bristol All-Star race in July and here at Texas Motor Speedway, my home track. I'm not gonna be able to take y'all into the infield or the garage area like I usually do, unfortunately, but we do have some special access today. I've been to a lot of races at Texas Motor Speedway, but I have never been to this part of Texas Motor Speedway, so hopefully I'll have something kind of cool and exciting to show y'all. First up, crossing the street. We're only about 2 hours away from the first race of the day. It's a doubleheader, the Truck Series going green. They have signs here before you head into the Midway. Also in the parking lot, they're encouraging you to park every other space. Very sparse crowd here on the Midway. They do have more merchandise haulers than they did a few months ago at Bristol. They got the official NASCAR hauler with all their stuff. Back at Bristol, I think it was only Chase Elliott and Jimmy Johnson. Now they got everyone. Team Penske here, and you notice they have fencing and lines set up for people to enter and exit in an orderly manner. I think it's kind of chilly out here. My glasses are fogging up more than they would usually. Jimmy Johnson's hauler. When you approach though, it still kind of looks like there's just, you know, a big crowd out in front of it, the way they usually look. They have those plexiglass screens as well between the cashier and the customer. Is that a Lowe's t-shirt they're still selling in there? I can't really read it from here. I don't, it's blue. I think it just is 7 time or something, I don't know. Wow, look at this. They don't have as many, you know, vendor booths out here as usual, but they got, I don't know, do you think there's actually a truck in that box? Do you actually think they put an F-150 in there? I doubt it, I'm skeptical. But here you go, just a quick look down the Midway. They never said exactly how many fans are gonna be allowed to attend today. I would guess between 15 and 20,000 probably. But man, this is very few people compared to a normal Texas weekend. Walking towards the turn 4 side of the Midway, and it's even more spaced out. My goodness, look at all this space. Not as robust as it usually is, but Chevrolet's got some cars out here on display. Right out next to the Chevrolet entrance, it looks like. Chase Elliott's still the busiest hauler, without a doubt. No surprise. They do have some Dale Jr. Xfinity merchandise in there as well. Noah Gragson t-shirts. This photo still haunts my dreams. Why haven't they changed it? Kyle doesn't look like that. Regardless, he hasn't scared that many of his fans away. You know, I'm telling you guys, this is like a third of the crowd it would be on a normal race weekend. All the SHR drivers are sharing a hauler, so they have a pretty good crowd as well. And then at the end here, Toyota has the official pace car Camry out here, Tundra, and they got a Toyota Supra out here with a big QR code on it. I want to see someone just run a big QR code as their paint scheme one day. That would be something else. And that's it. That is it. All of this space heading down towards turn 4, and it remains vacant. What is that? What is that? An In-N-Out burger sign at my Texas Motor Speedway? This is heresy. What a burger. You need to step up your game. You can't let the enemy invade us in our own home. What do you do? I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. But yes, we've been here for what? I don't know, maybe 20 or 30 minutes, and we've been walking really slow. And we've seen everything. Well, almost everything. Way off by where you come in, over by turn 1, actually, on the turn 1 side of the track, they do have a brand new go-kart track. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the time today, even though we've basically already done everything. We don't have the time today to go race those go-karts, but they do have a go-kart track out there, which we might be able to see a little bit later on. Gates to get into the track don't open until 10 o'clock this morning, but you see they are gonna be doing some sort of temperature checks. They were not doing that at Bristol when I went there over the summer. And as you can see, and have probably become used to seeing in places these days, they have 6-foot social distance markings on the ground as well. And they have hand sanitizers located here and there. I haven't seen any others. This is the first one I've seen. Decided to walk over here and take a look at the brand new Lone Star Kart Park. Peeking over this fence here. Wow, this looks pretty hardcore. You got the carts all lined up. I'm not sure if they're open quite yet. It is pretty early, so usually I believe they don't open until about 11 a.m. But on race day, I'm sure they open a little bit sooner. But you got all the carts lined up over there, and look at this road course page. Look, they even got like rumble strips. They got well, it's not quite a turtle, I wouldn't go that far, but wow, yeah, they got some curbing, some strips you can use here. I see a fire extinguisher just sitting right there in case of, I don't know, in case of a disaster. I feel like this is a must-do now for people who come to Texas Motor Speedway. According to their website, it's $25 for a session for like one driver to go out there, and I believe a session's about 10 minutes long. So, I mean, that's not too bad. It's pretty in line with other heavy-duty go-karting type places. So that's pretty awesome. Credit to Eddie Gossage, Texas Motor Speedway, Speedway Motorsports, everybody for making this happen. Again, we're right outside of, I don't know what this big building is. We're basically outside of turn 1 of the actual racetrack. So it's kind of out here on its own little island. Oh, here we go, here we go. We'll get them. We're on the outside. There you go. Rubbin's Racing, boys. Oh, here we go. Contact for the lead. Oh my gosh, this is a real nail biter. He peeks to the inside. I don't know why I did the sound effect. You didn't need that. Pretty freaking awesome. This would usually be full of, you know, the Chevrolet stage, the Busch Beer stage, the Geico stage. There'd be driver appearances. There'd be more haulers out here. But lo and behold, here we are, just the two of us. All the space in the world, but nothing to actually do in it. They need to get like some of the drivers to come out here and like show cars and like just do donuts for show. Like, I mean, honestly, like, look at all this. I mean, look at all some of these tire marks. And, you know, maybe somebody was doing something crazy out here at some point or another. It's kind of eerie to see it so empty. I'm sure people who go to Bristol all the time, when I was at Bristol earlier this summer, I'm sure people who go to Bristol every year were a little creeped out by how quiet it was, relatively speaking. So I can imagine now, man, this is just weird for Texas Motor Speedway. Oh, well, still gonna have a good time. Still hopefully gonna see some good racing, but it is weird. Let's see if more people have showed up. It's been a little bit. All right, heading back in the Midway. It looks a little busier, definitely a little more densely packed. Much longer lines now at the Jimmy Johnson hauler. Crowd is starting to set in. The gates are open. There they are. They are taking people's temperatures with those little radar gun looking things. Now this is a little bit closer to what I expect from Texas Motor Speedway on Sunday. Still not quite as dense as it usually would be. And usually it would be this dense all the way down. But, you know, a little closer. One thing I've noticed and I forgot to mention is that they aren't doing any sort of scanner or headset rentals. There's no racing electronics booths on site. I'm not at all sure how that's gonna work next year or how that's gonna work the rest of this year, but right now, yeah, there are no scanner rentals on site, so you gotta bring your own. Also, is that Chase Briscoe's number on the Stewart-Haas hauler? They got Chase Briscoe Xfinity merch too? They really thought of everything. No wonder the line is so long. People love Chase Briscoe, I guess. Wow, the line for gate 4 got really long, really fast. I don't know, are the other gates not open right now? Is it just gate 4? I mean, the back of the line is out in the street. There's really not a lot of traffic right now, so that's okay, but my goodness. Y'all can't really see it, but looking over, it looks like gate 3 is also open, so this is not the only one. It's just busy. It's just busy. Everyone showed up all at once, I guess. Texas Motor Speedway is making everyone show up with clear bags so that the security people don't have to reach in and dig around in your stuff. Temperature checked out good. Got our bag ready for checking. Thank you. Not sure what this is. Alsco uniforms. Is this like a little sanitizer pen? What is this? Tickets scanned in. We are here. You got gentlemen with signs reminding people to wear masks. So I guess masks are mandatory inside the racetrack. Whoa, what is this? It lights up. Oh, for the All-Star race next year. Whoa, that's kind of cool. That's right. Next summer, All-Star race, Texas Motor Speedway. Fans are pouring into the facility here. Well, trickling in. Mac and cheese looks like they are open, and you see they have markings again for 6-foot social distancing. This all looks pretty normal. They got merchandise and stuff open. Looks like a decent amount of food and beverage options are open as well. It looks pretty normal, just less people than usual. I saw them promoting this on social media, but right out here by the entrance to the grandstands, they have different charging stations for your phones. Now if we can just get reliable Wi-Fi at racetracks, oh, that would be unreal. That would be amazing. Still about an hour until the truck race starts, but let's take a look at the track. Oh my goodness. The greatest view in professional sports. I mean, you can replace this with any other NASCAR track, really. But God, this is a good one. Oh yes. Dang, look at all that PJ1 sticky stuff in the outer groove. Did they reapply it overnight? They must have. That is dark. We're just hanging out right now just in front of the start-finish line. Across is the Speedy Cash Victory Lane. They've got that Torchy's Tacos on the infield that's probably not getting too much use this weekend, unfortunately. And then Big Hoss World's largest HD television. I think it still holds that record, if I'm not mistaken. This is a pretty good view, but this isn't where we're gonna be sitting for the race. We have somewhere a little different to go check out before the green flag. The Gander trucks are currently out on the grid. Green flag is in less than an hour. Dang, it really sucks looking back there and seeing absolutely no campers whatsoever on the infield. I mean, there definitely are still some on the backstretch, like outside the racetrack, but none on the infield. Look at all that dead grass. That's something I hope is able to change early next year, if not sooner, you know, is getting more campers on the infield at most tracks, because that's such an important part of the experience for so many people. That's what makes it worth it, to head out for the whole weekend, you know? Down along the fence right here. We're not gonna get to go on the track today, but my goodness. Woo! It's always pretty cool being close to the fence. It's even cooler when cars are flying by. There's my guy Jordan. Hey, he's got Texas on the truck. Good theme. All right, back under the grandstands now. We got to figure out how we get to our seats. Ah, here we go. And just like that, we are in an elevator. Oh, all right. Let's see what's going on in here. After you, sir. Wow. Check this out. This is crazy. What do you think? Good view?
This is really something.
Wow. Well, this is new. Certainly have never watched a race from a suite. And it is pretty sweet. Aptly named indeed, but look at that view. Got the front stretch right over there. This moth. Really having a tough time here. You can even see into the other suites. You know, fairly empty, not super busy. But that is something else. It's kind of warm in here. I don't think I need the jacket anymore. We've claimed our seats because of course we're the first ones here. Early bird gets the worm. Excited to watch some trucks. My goodness. Oh. Look, I got a name tag and everything. Very official. So y'all are probably wondering how I got up in here. And honestly, I'm kind of wondering too. I've been coming to Texas Motor Speedway, like I said earlier, for 15 years now. I've been at least a dozen times, seen all sorts of races here, driven my own car on the track before. But I've never gotten to come up here, overlooking the grandstands on the front stretch. This is super neat. Big shout out to my friend Amanda Taylor. She's the one who was able to get us up in here for this race. And man, this is nice to get out of the wind a little bit. I mean, this is big time. This is crazy. I'm definitely gonna move around a little bit. We got 2 full races to watch today, so we'll move around, we'll explore the racetrack a little bit more perhaps, but man, this is a nice, comfortable home base. I'm also gonna show you guys what it's like here in a corporate suite. I think that's what this is. Maybe it's just a luxury suite, I don't know. I think it's usually used for corporate reasons, but I guess they had an extra space because of COVID for me and my dad. Exploring a little bit more since we're really the only ones in here. Look at this, they have lamps and leather chairs, pillows, all sorts of these seats. They've got some snacks out right now. They got nuts, different Pringles. Ooh, there we go. And what are these, like Rice Krispie treats? Nice. Got some drinks and everything, as well as high tables and chairs. Got the sign welcoming us to our suite. This is our suite, Dad. I don't know what we did, but yeah, well, there'll be some others later probably. But yeah, they got all these high chairs, leather chairs, high tables. Looking out over the speedway. We're kind of near pit entry, sort of. Here we go. Trucks just fired their engines. I don't know if y'all can even hear them. This has to be some thick glass. Truck's about to go green. The crowd very spread out, very spaced out, but they cover a lot of distance. That's awesome, man. I noticed they don't seem to have anyone sitting into the turns at all. Like turn 1 over there above the Busch and Coca-Cola sign, there's nobody. And if I swing it around out here in turn 4 above the American flag, you can see there's no fans. They stop right where the blue and red seats stop. Oh, I see, this little pen thing they gave is actually a little spritzer. Yeah. What do you got there, Dad? No, the food. What'd you get? What's this?
A little antipasto.
Oh.
I mean, if you ever get this close to pasto, it'll explode.
Oh my gosh. Taking advantage of the complimentary snacks they have up here. goodness. Oh no, right as Hill took the lead. No, Azukas. I didn't see what happened, but he just destroyed the wall right there. I'm shocked they didn't park Ben Rhodes for that, man. That's 2 incidents today where I feel like he's just lost his mind. Just hooked the dude in the wall right in front of you. You can't do that. Not at a high-speed track like Texas. Nah. White flag. Wrecking in the back, no one cares. I think it was Ben Rhodes again. Sheldon Creed held him off. Well done. Well done. Look at Jordan. Get that tap. What is it? 12th, 13th? Jordan, look at you. Ooh. Well done, Sheldon. What is Ben Rhodes doing now? Is he trying to cut the lug nut line? Ben. Oh my God. Pretty awesome race. Good battles. Lots of controversy. You can see the suites filled up a little bit. We got a few more people in here now. We got some new friends. Congrats to Sheldon Creed. Cup race starts in about an hour. A lot of cameras around Ben Rhodes' truck. Just stepped out of the suite for a minute, and if you look out through the slitted fence, still a lot of fans at the merchandise haulers. In fact, I feel like there's more fans out there than there were earlier. And the cup race is less than an hour away from going green. So the crowd's definitely starting to file in. You can see a lot more cars out in the parking lot now than there were before. I figured we'd walk around a little bit more while we have the time. Let's see what we can see if we sneak out of the grandstands here for a minute. Back along the fence here, you can see all the cars parked out on pit road. Opening ceremony is just a short while away. Jimmy Johnson's 48 car, special colors this week. Special design. The band is starting to take their place out here on the front stretch. Pre-race ceremony is about to get started. Matt, woo, yeah! This might be my last chance to see Matt race in person. I know I've said that like 4 times now, but this might actually be it. Ooh, a lot of boos for Kyle Busch. Woo. No surprise, Jimmy Johnson and Chase Elliott get the most cheers. I'd say Kyle Busch, most boos. No surprise. Always really cool. All right, gotta head back to our seats before they fire engines. All right, that was quick. Back in our seat. It is still really foggy out there. My goodness, engines are just now being fired, so you might be able to hear them. Wanted to show you guys the crowd level here during the pace laps right before they go green. It's filled in a little bit since the truck race, but still pretty distant. I mean, even back here, you're looking, it's at least 5, 6, 7, 10 seats between groups. Pretty much all throughout. And again, they're not going all the way down, but most of the way down. So pretty well distanced here at Texas, I will say. I mean, the place seats like 130,000 people. It shouldn't be that hard to keep people apart, you know? Oh my gosh, Harvick just slapped the wall. What a time. Wow. Playoff implications. Oh gosh, caution for rain. Still in stage 1. Look at how misty it is back behind Big Hoss TV. We could see the freeway easily earlier. You can't see anything back there now. There's a Buc-ee's behind that O'Reilly sign, I swear. You can't really see it, but it's there. The lights have been turned on at Texas, and it's only 3:45 in the afternoon. Dad, I didn't even realize you brought binoculars. What can we see with these? I don't know if you can see it through the binoculars, but that's Chase Elliott and Jimmy Johnson underneath the Texas Motor Speedway garage sign. Just hanging out, having a beer. No, probably not having a beer, but just hanging out. You can barely see the jet dryers back there. All against the outside wall. Interesting strategy. Basically been the same conditions for 2 hours plus now. Still can't really see the Buc-ee's It's back there, you can kind of see it. That's not good though. A handful of fans are still waiting it out. Man, this stinks. A sight all too familiar in 2020. NASCAR had been on a pretty good roll the last several weeks, but not today. Well, after about 3.5 hours of waiting, unfortunately, that's gonna do it for us. It's just been a consistent light mist for over 3 hours. Ooh, light just came on right above me. And they're making some progress, but it's just too slow. We have a long drive ahead of us. It's over 4 hours. We have to be home tonight. And even if the race were to go green here in the next like half hour, we wouldn't be getting home until like 3 in the morning. And that's not gonna cut it, unfortunately. And that's if the race goes green in about 30 minutes. It looks like they still got probably an hour or so to go. But I think they will race tonight. They will likely race tonight, but we are unfortunately not gonna see it. Truck race was fun. The suite was absolutely fantastic. Man, my glasses, it's so cold, they fog up so easily, but unfortunately, not gonna get to see too much of the Cup race. And actually, now that I'm out from underneath the covered suite area, there is still a very light mist you can feel right now. Yeah, if this is how it's been misting the whole time, I understand why it's taking them 4 hours to dry. Goodness. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. That's gonna do it for this video. It's interesting, the race has still not been completed as of the time I am uploading this. Hopefully the rain or the mist, whatever it is, eventually goes away. We're able to go green and watch some playoff racing at Texas, but I had a great time at the Speedway, a super fantastic experience up in the luxury suites. Again, a big thank you to my friend Amanda for helping make that happen. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully in 2021, we'll be able to get out to more races and I'll be able to go more behind the scenes and get up close and personal with some of the names in racing like I've been able to do at the beginning of this year before the pandemic. So looking forward to hopefully getting back to those types of videos early next year or some point next year. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video from Texas Motor Speedway, and I will see you all again very, very soon.